I modded this zombie game to make loads of money, based, by the way, by the Russian Badger. I do want to take a little bit of a second before we dive into this. I know that a lot of my reactions are long. I know my Russian Badger video of Helldivers was about 2 hours and 30 minutes, something along there. One of the longest on YouTube, if not the longest reaction on YouTube to it. I am doing my best to make sure I am metering things. If you're looking for videos where you're just watching the original video, as well as, you know, some creator, streamer, etc., you know, maybe talking, adding a nod or two over the course of 5 minutes additionally, this is not the channel for you. There are many other channels. I would honestly recommend watching the original video. I do pause and add commentary. Wild concept, I know, but I wanted to make sure that I'm being transparent because, you know, the Russian Badger is one of the inspirations that I have for content creation. And not only him, but I want to make sure I'm being respectful to anyone I react to by being additive to their content. With that disclosure out of the way, dive into this.
I'm so sorry, guys. I really wanted this to be a normal video, but I'm afraid that ship has sailed.
Always.
I want it to be like, hey, let's play that British zombie game where you throw money at poor people.
Gosh! What?
Now I'm just sitting here like, I just spent 7 hours learning Unreal Engine 2 from 2003 so I can mod in custom sound effects, the Green Goblin, and Dallas from Payday 2. Oh my god, it works. Oh my god, it works. What the? That's not a joke, by the way. I dug through the trenches of 20-year-old software just so YouTube wouldn't shoot this video to death and take all my ad revenue.
Yeah.
I'm dying.
I promise.
That's been a big one, honestly. I'm going to interject here for a second. If you enjoy the content, even if you just set it up as second monitor content, if you like a video, I would definitely set up Badger's videos on your second monitor and watch them every now and again. Especially if a video gets demonetized, it gets taken out of the algorithm, it craters super hard, and all it takes is a single word that YouTube doesn't like, especially for with a manual reviewer, or copyright. You know, 7 seconds fair use, that's a myth. I can confirm that personally. At the end of the day, YouTube is kind of a strange environment, so please, if you enjoy his content, definitely make sure you're watching it. Definitely make sure you're watching the original video. Put it on every now and again, right? Have a good throwback. Have a good laugh. It definitely helps him out.
To explain every last detail of this story if you're generous enough to hear me out, because I wouldn't cook up something this stupid without a reason.
He's got me an apron for my birthday that says shoot the chef 24 times in the skull. So that was really cool.
And I promise it'll be worth your time, because the British approach and the American approach to zombie killing could not be more different. Like, half the time, I don't even know what the hell these guys are saying.
You're all fur coat, no knickers, bitches.
I beg your pardon. I beg your finest fucking pardon. But you'll have to stick around and hear me out if you want to find out why. Oh, I had him with a 9mm, dog. You didn't need to do that.
I did what was necessary, man.
This video is brought to you by Guacamole Gamer Fart, the only sponsor I have left after my 7th conviction for aggravated assault on a police officer. Gamer Fart is the world's cheapest, tiniest energy drink. You add to water and suddenly you've got 100 milligrams of caffeine flowing through your veins like all those microplastics you keep eating. Use code BADGER with the link below for 10% off, or just scan this QR code on my chest and you too can enjoy the ultimate cheat code against life's harsh realities. Stimulants. Now let's get started. Killing Floor was born in 2000.
I'm going to be honest, that was a 10. That was like, that was good. I liked it. It was short. It was sweet. To the point. I mean, like, what else could you want from that? For all intents and purposes, like, I guess it might be a preview. We'll see if the actual ad read, will probably be later in, which is fine. But like, this is a way, in my opinion, and Badger does it very well, where you telegraph something, right? And, you know, get that out of the way early. That way, unlike what I'm doing, because I've paused 3 times in the first minute and 40, right? I have ruined engagement. I have ruined, you know, parabolic arc going to go down within the first 30 seconds, right? But, like, this is a way to keep your audience engaged, and I like the way that he does it.
5 is a mod of Unreal Tournament 2004 called KF Mod by Alex Quick. And just saying those dates out loud make me feel like I've already got 1 foot in the grave.
You're so old. You are literally 10,000 years old, bro. Shut the fuck up. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I take it back. I take it back.
Tripwire Interactive loved it so much, they turned this mod into a full retail game in 2009 during a period that I like to call the generational run of zombie shooters. Yeah.
Hey, Joe, want to play another zombie game? Oh, man, Angry Joe and zombie games. Although I guess that was more circa 2012 to 2015, right? Resident Evil 6, Dead Island, etc. I remember this era. as someone who still plays Resident Evil 5.
Over the course of a year, from 2008 to 2009, we got Left 4 Dead, Call of Duty Nazi Zombies, Killing Floor, and Left 4 Dead 2. Do you want to know the last time we got that many bangers in such a short span of time? Fucking never. That's when. And what made Killing Floor stick out from the crowd is that it was, like, super weird.
You're pathetic.
If you want to be pedantic, technically Dead Space would be a zombie game as well. I've had Baka argue it's technically not. It is, for all intents and purposes, reanimated flesh zombies, right? If you want to get technical, Dead Space, as someone who loves Dead Space, I really love Dead Space, is technically a zombie game. You could generalize it as such. It's zombie game, but different rules.
It like a bunch of bloody Millwall fans.
Like, why is everybody British? There's no explanation for this. Alex Quick isn't British. Tripwire Interactive is based in Georgia. Why does everybody sound like a hooligan that just drunkenly stumbled out of a pub?
Dosh, grab it while you can, lads.
I totally get that British zombie movies are incredible, but that was like 7 years earlier, so I'm a little confused here.
I've just had this fucking calypso. It is fucking minging.
Another weird one. Why does the game give you a welding tool? Like, Call of Duty is about opening doors to advance, Left 4 Dead is about running from this door to that door, and Killing Floor is like, nah, son, we want you to weld that shit shut so you can turtle in a hallway and throw money at each other.
Wankers!
And the most defining part of this wacky new take on the zombie shooter experience is that Killing Floor was nut-crushingly hard.
It's bugged.
It's like the game would take a look at your current position, determine the absolute worst thing it could do to you, and then immediately deploy that action. Like, even if you were in a fully welded, completely sealed off hallway pulling off a perfect turtle strategy, it'll wait for you to turn your back for 2 milliseconds and spawn a horde out of thin air behind you. Because fuck you. That's why.
I actually really like this, though. I think that that's actually really cool. I mean, I've praised things like Left 4 Dead for having the director system, even Dead Space. On replays, the remake specifically, on replays and going, backtracking, I mean, eventually you will just run into too much of the same thing, in my personal opinion. The same grid on the ceiling that, spins around, it starts spinning and having sparks and it blows out. So you walk into a hallway and there's a bunch of mist covering the ground, right? Like, I mean, it becomes a little old real quick, I think, on subsequent playthroughs, which is fine. But, like, I like that dynamic element that's added to the game. Personally, I haven't played Killing Floor. I know Vinny Vinesauce, who I've watched for a number of years, has played Killing Floor 2, I think, specifically. I ended up listening, I was doing something else, so I was multitasking. I was listening to someone explain Killing Floor, how Killing Floor 2 really expanded on the Killing Floor 1 formula, and these are why enemies are balanced in certain aspects. Killing Floor 3, I hear, isn't really a Killing Floor game, but, like, I don't know, it's super interesting, and that's why I like doing React content, doing what I do, because, like, hearing Badger explain something, because he's explained games that I played before, but he also explains games like this that I haven't played before, right? We're playing Lord of the Rings Online recently, and I want to get to Endgame, to finally, one, get to Endgame, but to two, as somebody who's top 10% raiders in Destiny 2, like, I like raiding in other games, raiding in Final Fantasy 14. I want to see what raids look like in Lord of the Rings Online. I want to see what raids look like in other games, right? I love coming into games and having people like Badger explain the game in a way that, it's like, okay, cool, yeah, I'm going to go try this. I'm going to go do this, right? I'm pretty sure I picked up one of the Sniper Elite games because of his video. I've picked up a number of games because Zine Talk does videos on them, right? Like, I've picked up Path of Acra. I picked up Prey 2017. So, this goes to show, never underestimate the power of influencer culture. I know the I word, ew, right? Ew, icky. But, like, I mean, I picked up Diablo 2 Immortal on stream and somebody else picked it up. It's like, it's a thing. You have to be cognizant about it. Just make your own educated decisions. So I'm very curious what he has to say on this. I'm very curious how he's going to explain it.
Oh, behind us! Oh my god, we went too far forward.
I'm telling you, I watched 6 Gorefast descend from the ceiling onto his back.
But this jaw-breaking difficulty is what made me love it as much today as I did 16 years ago, and is also the reason plenty of you either don't know about it or don't like playing it. Killing Floor can be incredibly hard, but it can also be too hard. Killing Floor can be incredibly easy, but it can also be so easy that it's boring. Nailing the balance between nap time difficulty and angle grinder to your hopes and dreams difficulty is the key to unlocking the very best Killing Floor experience, and it's not always easy for casual players to get right.
Please tell me that's not a chainsaw he's carrying.
To break this down a little more, a standard game has 10 rounds. Each round throws a tougher wave of zombies at you. Your kills reward you with cash that you can spend at a trader between rounds, and the whole thing ends in a final boss round where you're put up against a patriarch. Yeah, liberal women fucking love this game. Playing solo versus co-op will drastically alter your experience because a level 6 that plays the game solo all day will throw out advice to a level 0 that plays after work with his friends, and all that advice will either be irrelevant or counterproductive to his experience because they're playing two entirely different games.
Sigrid has been leveraging the no job build for a while now.
I'm on levels of unemployment you literally could not conceive of.
Can you all shut the fuck up?
I see you squeezing your fist like Senator Armstrong when you say that.
Can you guys please just shut the fuck up for like
Does
2
anyone need
seconds? You people fucking piss me off sometimes. Everything is flop. Everything is maxing. Everything. You shut the fuck up.
Now the
Yo, we didn't even cover rizzing. Okay, we're missing some buzzwords there.
first step to getting your difficulty right is by choosing a difficulty itself. We've got nap time, normal, God, why am I so poor? Whoa, this just got kind of hard, and femur breaking nut crusher extreme 9000. On the
So I would say, to me, it breaks my immersion a little bit, and this is like a like critique thing. Like take this with like massive shaker of salt. In the prior scene where the difficulty was brought up, it was inverted, where for what he was doing, right, it made sense to have it with top to bottom, right, like easy at top, bottom hard, right. But now it's inverted. I don't know how to like it's not bad. Like, it's the video. I think it makes sense transition wise. I think the way he did it, you know, top to bottom and now bottom to top, I think explanation makes sense. I think I'm looking too hard at the consistency of it, but I would definitely open up to other people. I don't think it's going to matter to like 99.99% of people.
low end, you've got fewer specimens commonly known as Zeds that are all weak, slow, virtually harmless, and reward you with a boatload of cash every time you kill one.
Yo, get his ass! The rich is throwing money! You actually yoinked some. You actually yoinked some. You guys are fucking rats. I hate all of you. I hate all of you so much.
On the opposite end is Hell on Earth, designed to crush your bones into dust and feels like every member of your squad had their name scribbled in the death note before the round started.
Light, that's not how the fucking book works!
We're talking more Zeds that are tankier, faster, more dangerous, and you're poor as shit the entire time. The toughest enemies in the later rounds will choke slam you into the Earth's core if anybody in your squad isn't a locked-in, max rank level 6 that knows exactly what they're doing.
You're not
Come to the
building that.
motherfucking moon base. I'll beat your fucking ass.
On top of this, the difficulty scales for each additional player in your squad up to a max of 6, and it scales hard. Like Sigrid is a maxed out level 6 medic that showers us with cash, and even she could only carry us on normal difficulty with how much harder the game is with a full party.
Sigrid, I almost want to know how you have this much time for this much autism. Like, it's just so much.
I honestly kind of relate to this because, like, thinking about what I was thinking about what I do, right, the other day, right? So I have conversations about pretty much anything. Like, we've covered military, competitive Pokemon, competitive Yu-Gi-Oh, Naruto CCG, deep Naruto lore. We've covered Legend of the Five Rings, even though I was only in from Emperor Edition. Picking up things like Final Fantasy XIV, playing through the entirety of that. Not necessarily doing Savage or Ultimate raiding proc or Unreal, but like, you know, doing raids like Howling Blade. Lord of the Rings Online, picking that up again, understanding how that game doesn't actually function on a global cooldown system and that you can kind of just like spam abilities in the right order to just like completely dump damage, understanding they have from what I understand, a thriving raid scene, or at the very least the raid scene exists and the raids can be pretty hard. Like, bro, people ask me, because I've had questions on like, how do you have time for all this? And I'm like, I don't know. I kind of just like exist. I kind of just go with the flow. Which does make it kind of hard to show up for things like Pokemon VGC, right? I actually missed today because I went for a hike. I did a hiking stream and I was just exhausted after, so I completely missed it today. No, this is a valid question. I'm curious what her response is going to be.
I have a job, bro. This is what I do. If I have
Yeah,
an
it's actually
FOV
fine.
below like 110, I literally want to kill
like
myself.
90. 90 is not too low. You need to get a job.
On top of the scaling, the mix of different Zeds thrown at you every round makes the game way more difficult and way more fun than your average zombie shooter. Like, Nazi Zombies was all the same zombie, and I know Left 4 Dead has special infected that pop up from time to time, but for the most part, you are killing common infected that are about the same size and speed, and getting into a rhythm of headshotting each one isn't too tricky. In Killing Floor, holy shit, dude. dude, you've got 9 enemies to worry about. All of them are different, and all of them are being spammed at you all around, which makes communication through the chaos way more challenging. This one's big, this one's small, this one's tanky, this one's invisible, this one's fast, this one's slow, this one's crawling in the ground, this one's got a gun, and holy shit, I'm so fucking overwhelmed right now. Which one do I shoot first? Which one do I need to swap weapons for? Which one should somebody else take care of that's a better class to deal with a threat? Fuck. This is the beautiful chaos that makes Killing Floor special. Again, I'm not saying it hasn't been done before, because Left 4 Dead Special Infected are somewhat similar, but to me, they usually pop up about one at a time and can be honed in on as a target, like calling out, "We got a boomer!" Killing Floor feels fundamentally different because there's so much diversity in enemy types, they are constantly being thrown at you, and making sure the right class is focused on the right target adds even more complexity to the chaos.
I do think it's actually really interesting because you can have too few enemies in game design, right? You can have too few enemies, sure. Let's look at like Resident Evil Village, right? Resident Evil Village, same thing, zombie game, quote unquote zombies, right? Yes, I know that it's a fungus. Don't at me. But like how you have Resident Evil 7, right? You got like the regular molded, and then you have like the molded who have like the part of the megamycete on their arm has been hardened into like blades, so you know it's going to be a bulkier, more damaging variant, right? You know, it's going to, still kind of lumber, but it's, going to be slower, telegraph its attack. And then you have the weird things. I guess they're bugged. I was streaming it actually over on the gaming channel. And somebody informed me that I guess the tiny buggers, the little 4-legged quadrupedal ones, because they fall in the archetype of, smaller enemy fast is going to hit pretty hard, right? But it doesn't have a lot of health in comparison to big lumbering like, regular molded. You also got like the vomiting molded, which are really, really slow, very powerful, but they're very slow, right? So you kind of have each of them balancing themselves, right? I get back on the tiny one, I guess, has been bugged since launch. I guess they hit twice per hit, and that's why they do so much damage. Someone's going to know exactly what I'm talking about, be able to clarify the interaction. They're very fascinating in terms of coding. But like, it's such a, even Payday 2, games like Payday 2, right, where you have the cloaker, right? Cloakers are going to be able to find the straggle on your team, especially if you're out of position. They're just going to drop kick you, right? You're going to have the dozer that shows up, and it's like, oh, I hope you got something that can knock off his visor, because man, he ain't going to play around, right? Captain Winters, I thought, was a very interesting thing, because he kind of just shows up, and I think he locks the police assault in as long as he's there, right? And he's got shields around him, but if you're like me and use like the WA 2000 generally, which has penetration, I mean, he's kind of no issue. But if you do like, double shotgun build that I was on, especially if you're using something like, I think incendiaries pierce the shields. I don't think the tombstone rounds do, though. Yeah, that was the balancing point. A lot of people use tombstone rounds. I prefer incendiary. They do less overall damage inherently. Getting off topic here. I apologize. But like, they each have their own thing, and they specialize in their own thing, and they kind of balance each other out. And even then, like, if you have multiple things, or like you have a Captain Winters assault that's pushing your team, and then you have maybe the unawed cloaker that takes out your strongest member of your team, and they're trying to get you up, even if you have Mastermind perk. I think it's Mastermind tree where you yell at somebody to get them up, right? And then suddenly you, while you're trying to get them up, have a dozer distract you, and then the cloaker's going to be able to slip in the back line, right? You see how all these things weave into each other. Now compare that to how many games many of us have played where that is just a slightly stronger enemy, or that one's slightly faster, right? I think that the game leaning into the diversity of enemies and them all feeding in, it's the TF2 effect, right? Do you need 20 classes when the basic 9 function fine? I guess we had the fabled 10th class, right? But like, spy functions inherently differently than scout, which functions different than engineer, which functions different from heavy. Although technically I've picked up heavy spy at this point. It's really funny to go around smacking people with the printy machete. But like, enemy design is fascinating, and he brings up good points, and these all weave into each other very well from what it seems.
He's jumping around.
He's already pissed.
Oh, okay. Oh my god, dude.
All of these zombies are technically specimens, or Zeds, that are failed experiments of Horzine biotech. Yeah, a lot of Killing Floor MFs get real offended when you call their specimens or Zeds zombies.
Pardon the fuck?
Now, this biotech company was a secret research project by the British government where they attempted to create super soldiers with human experimentation and ended up making overgrown, roided out failures with metal meat grinders for hands.
I've seen horrors beyond human comprehension.
At the bottom of this experimentation totem pole is the clot. Pure cannon fodder. That's the Killing Floor equivalent of when you walk in, and only a problem in big groups, because they can body block you, pin you in place, and tear you to shreds.
I'm trying to hit.
Damn, fuck that one clot in particular, Clue. Holy shit.
Coming in second to last is this jawless asshole with a blade for an arm, the Gorefast. And hot take here, Gorefasts are the scariest enemy in the entire game. Everybody blabs on about how scary the flesh pounds are, and don't get me wrong, they'll tune your ass up the second you need to reload.
Can you still me fucking reload for once in my life, you big piece of shit?
But they aren't showing up until really late in the game, and there's only a handful per round. Gorefasts are spawning in droves all the time. They do shit tons of damage. They're fairly tanky. They're fast as fuck, boy, and blowing their heads off is not an immediate solution. Now's probably a good time to tell you that Azed's head health and body health are separate. Don't worry, if you've got a...
I like that, though. That's actually really cool. I really like that, because, I mean, like, games like, what do you call it? Games like Dead Space, I mean, have the dismemberment system, and I assume how that works in the background. I haven't looked at the coding for it specifically. I don't know mechanically how it works. I can, you know, just common sense into it. I would understand it as, yeah, your limbs have different health bars. Limb health bar gets to 0, and it's used by a weapon that can dismember, like plasma cut, or not necessarily like a flamethrower, right? If it has the ability to dismember, it'll actually pop off, right? Yeah, I mean, that'd be a very common sense way to go about it, with the head and the body having different health bars. I really like that. I don't know. Like, it really feels like we went backwards for like a hot minute, like post 2010. Like, I don't know how to word it. It's like stuff like this is why like a lot of people go like look up like older gaming. I use older, quote unquote, subjective, right? Like games prior, let's just say games prior to, I don't know, like 2012 or something like that. And like, man, there's a lot that there's so much like this is really creative. I like it.
High-powered weapon and bust somebody's grape, they'll die instantly. But if you're using something less powerful, you can blow their shit smooth off, and they'll keep on coming until their body health ticks down to 0. So people can yap on all they want about Skrakes and Flesh Pounds and Patriarchs, but the guy that's gonna fuck your ass up is a Gorefast.
I got it. Oh, I don't got it. Fuck.
Every time you think you've gotten yourself out of a sticky situation and you're in the clear, this asshole is gonna judgment cut you from 20 feet away and ruin your whole round.
I might be a goner, okay? I might be a, oh fuck, he just judgment cut me.
The big bad bloat isn't much of a problem, unless he pukes on you. Then it's a problem. Crawlers, I put in the same bucket as Gorefasts, because nobody ever talks about how terrifying they are, and it has nothing to do with them being spiders.
What the dog doing?
They're super easy to miss down on the ground. They're always jumping around. They always pop up in droves, and they are by far the hardest enemy to headshot because they aren't bipeds. Every single one of these fuckers is the greatest distraction in the game and deserve to either be shotgunned or 40 milled off the face of the earth.
Damn, that was perfect time.
Husks are something to worry about because, oh shit, that zombie has a gun, and oh shit, he's also accurate, and oh shit, that gun shoots fire. Definitely a priority target if I've ever seen one, because he's never gonna leave you alone.
All right, buddy. What a fucking clown.
Skrakes are the beginning of the top tier zombies, and it's not because of a crazy health pool or a chainsaw for an arm, but a special mechanic called rage. These guys are harmless until taking a certain amount of damage that shifts them into a rage and lets them defy all laws of physics as they fly towards you at speeds that make no sense.
So these guys sound like you want to threshold them. I'm certain that there is certain calculations in regards to 9mm versus whatever rounds are in the game. I feel like if you wanted to play this efficiently, you would definitely know what weapons to use to threshold and then finish it off. I would assume.
Okay, hit it.
He's toe sliding! He's toe sliding! Did you see that shot?
It's for this reason that he's one of the enemies you have to call out to your entire team so you can concentrate your fire, because if you don't, he can easily cut your team in half.
Oh, 3 Skrakes right now. So fucking 3 fucking Skrakes right now. 2 Skrakes. Guy in the middle. Guy in the middle. Look at him.
No, we got
He got folded by all faith.
All right, go next. Go next. All right, there you go. Okay, there's another one here. Yeah. Oh my god, the hit markers, dude.
And finally, at the top of this failed experiment food chain is the Mac Daddy Flesh Pound. Azed's so big and tanky that it looks like Sam Sulek ate one of the Trend twins and stuck his hands in the metal sleeping bags he forgot were filled with razor blades.
That's why Sam Sulek can't fucking breathe.
I just wish
like
that Sam Sulek would
like,
change his ways and become healthier like the Trend twins, all right?
Even the one Taurus Peck
Goku,
right off the
I'm
phone.
coming.
Taurus Peck.
I have no idea who this is, if I'm being completely honest. But that's all. That's why I love doing what I do, is I get to hear about things, and then it'll come up in a conversation like 2 days from now, and I'll be like, ah, the thing, yes. Tell me about the thing.
right off the bone.
You're a bitch.
Right after your show, we're gonna crumble cookie. I'm such a fat fuck, bro.
That shit was so
The
hilarious.
Trend Twins are the greatest fitness YouTubers in the universe, all right? He's got the same rage mechanic as the Scrake, only this guy can randomly rage where he flails his arms around and starts screaming like that weightlifting baby before charging at you.
Oh, we got a flesh pound.
Flesh pound. No, I'm the healer, bro. I'm the healer. Attack. Oh, okay, all right, there
Automatically. The teamwork when everybody gets onto one special enemy is so great.
Some of you have probably noticed by now that I glossed over 2 enemies, and this is where Dallas and the Green Goblin come into play.
Hi, demonetization.
This is going to sound like a whole bunch of dumb nerd shit that involves Unreal Engine 2, the Killing Floor software development kit, Blender, and Substance Painter, but I literally had to do this to make this video possible. You see, there are 2 female enemies in Killing Floor called the Stalker and the Siren. Both these women are technically clothed, but in reality wearing next to nothing, and YouTube unfairly picks on me as a creator. They will demonetize me into the dirt if they see any woman in my videos wearing anything less than full tactical gear head to toe. In my recent Marvel Rivals video, they
I think that this honestly is really depressing because I've literally, as a test, I found an H statue. I'm not saying the full word. An H statue review that was completely just visible. And I'm just sitting here scratching my head. So Lucy Pyre has a song called Anime Makes Me Redacted, right? You can fill in the blanks there. Try to look for it. Try to find the actual video, right? Like, just search it, right? Like, pause this, go try to find it. The way I have to consistently find her original video, because I know it's age restricted. I know it's it's demonetized. It might be age restricted. I'm assuming it is. Like, I have to go to her channel to manually find it. It is wild that YouTube. Remember the whole Moist Critical thing? Charlie talking about, you know, spicy yoga and somebody de-whatevering a bunghole, right? Yes, I'm censoring that on purpose, right? YouTube allows that. YouTube allows, you know, iShowSpeed to show his funny on stream during a Five Nights at Freddy's thing. But the Russian Badger dare shows Venom from Marvel Rivals and the man gets actually demonetized. It blows my mind what is allowed and the double standards. Even if you're just going to be awful, right? Like if someone's going to be an awful person, for example, like don't be a hypocrite. Don't have a double standard. At least commit to it, right? I don't know. That's a macro commentary thing that if you like what the Russian Badger does, and I can't, like, I'm not affiliated with him, right? I'm not affiliated with him. I'm not associated with him or GamerSups, right? Like, genuinely, as someone who I look at and I'm like, this is what this is it. Like, this is a good creator on YouTube. Go and watch him. Like, go watch his original videos. Because it sucks when stuff like this happens. It kills outreach of videos. It you know, it can have effects on the channel itself. And, you know, he spends, it's easy for me to sit here and yap and react to a video of his. He spends how many months doing videos? Working, editing, right? It's not that I'm necessarily putting myself down as much as it's having that cognizance of this took time. This took effort. And literally, either due to copyright, due to hypocritical restrictions, right? Just Thanos snapgrats. You're making nothing from that. And like, then it starts getting into the bad faith argument. Well, you need to diversify, you know, well, you know, that's where you get into multiple channels and where you get into streaming. And it's like, but it doesn't have to be that way. And that's the point we're trying to make, right? Like, that's the point. So I empathize, I feel for the Russian Badger on this one. Like, and I couldn't do it. I couldn't do what he does. I genuinely couldn't spend that much time to get absolutely shafted. That can't be a good feeling.
Demonetized and age restricted me for showing sexual content with a certain Venom emote, even though there are thousands of videos on this website showing the exact same thing that are fully monetized and unrestricted. When I disputed their decision, they told me to kick rocks, so I had to make a big stink on Twitter to get Team YouTube to manually reverse their decision about sexual content and make the video available again. So to make sure YouTube...
But the thing is that, and I think he worded this as well, or someone else worded it, like, even if that happens, even if the thing is inevitably turned around, the most important time for a video, like the first, 24 hours, that has already passed. That killed the momentum of the video. which is why I keep saying, hey, go watch his content. Like, it helps to address that.
Doesn't nuke this video into the ground. I booted up Unreal Engine 2 from 2003 and modded the Siren and Stalker into characters that are not women.
Amazing.
The Siren runs up and screams at you, so I modded her to become Dallas from Payday 2, sound effects included. And the Stalker is an invisible character that unexpectedly pops out of nowhere, so I modded her into the Green Goblin from Marvel Future Fight.
He said, he's on the ground, he said.
Oh my God, the Green Goblin slow-mo.
I know this all sounds like a joke, but I can assure you, it's not.
It is the Green Goblin. What the fuck?
I exported the models from Unreal Engine 2, popped them into Blender, swapped them out with Dallas and Green Goblin, recompiled them, replaced the models in the Killing Floor software development kit, and even did the materials myself.
Wow. Ew, get the fuck off me. What the fuck is that?
I thought it'd be funny if I did the textures by hand in Substance Painter like I'm a fucking 4-year-old in MS Paint, and I'm sorry to say that it was a resounding success.
Wait, did you
No, that's good. Honestly, I like it.
bought this?
See, that's an entirely organically hand-drawn
I
Dallas.
love it.
Homegrown,
Perfect.
free-range Dallas.
Free-range Dallas, yes. Ethically sourced Dallas. I didn't just rip textures. I ripped the model, but not the textures.
What was that last bit?
All right, so models are just polygons. Textures are where the real copyright lies.
Modding the Stalker into the Green Goblin was especially difficult because the bones and meshes were such a mismatch that I had to do a ton of manual work like weight painting from scratch to get the animations right.
We could rule this city, Spider-Man.
So by the time I got to modding Dallas, I was so fed up that I just stuck him in an end pose and deleted all of his weight paint, which deletes all of his animations, and now he just glides towards you like a poltergeist.
You didn't even
I think it's honestly better, though.
animate him at all, bro.
His walking is just so fucking great.
What? I gave him no weight paint.
Actually, Nate, you're gonna just feed.
Oh, here's Dallas. Here comes
Hillary.
Dallas. Wait. He's just lurking up there. He's gonna come down in a second. We got Dallas on the way down. Dallas, get down.
Dallas, don't do it, Dallas.
Don't fucking do it, Dallas.
Oh my God, that's fucking stupid. Is this guy doing it?
You, Dallas, no. Oh, he made it down, and he's done.
As silly as it is to have both of these guys in Killing Floor, they should both be taken seriously. The Siren is tanky as shit, can destroy your projectiles by screaming, and that same scream does true damage to your health, which means it completely ignores your armor.
Two downlight!
Interesting.
Delicious from behind! Oh my
I destroy
God!
my projectiles. They counter me.
More downlight! We're
they
sandwiched
do.
by.
Okay, it bounced.
Fuck! Jesus!
Oh
now,
my
thank you
God,
for-
the Screamer's hard counters so fucking hard because we
Wild.
can't get our projectiles through there.
Don't even get me started on the Stalkers, because if you already didn't have enough shit thrown at you, these guys are some of the quickest Zeds in the game and virtually invisible. There are 3 Stalkers in this photo. Can you point
Oh.
them out?
No.
No. I didn't
Why do I feel like I'm in an episode of Blue's Clues? I kind of dig it.
fucking think so.
We could rule this city. Spider-Man.
All of these enemies being thrown at you at the same time, round after round, is what makes Killing Floor so chaotically difficult and so chaotically fun at the same time.
There,
Put a bolt in
you
his
can hit
head.
him from afar. Oh my God, Dallas.
Dallas got places to be, dude.
And now that you've learned the names of our 9 new friends, it's time to decide how you want to stop them. From blowing them to smithereens with demo or blowing their shit smooth off with sharpshooter.
Hey, shit ass.
I didn't even get an explosion for the first one, dog.
The 7 classes in Killing Floor are called perks, and they each have a core of similarities, yet each perk has its own quirk. Like in general, as you level up a perk, you get more damage, less recoil, faster reloads, more ammo, and decreased weapon cost. But beyond these similarities, each perk has unique traits that make it special, like Commando being able to see stalkers when they're invisible to every other class. Every perk starts at level 0, maxes out at level 6, and there is a chasm between those 2 points. Not only because a maxed out level 6 is a god, and a level 0 is basically useless, but the time and dedication it takes to max out a perk is absolutely titanic. And
What's the equivalent like in Diablo? I think people stop at, what is it, 90 or 92? Because going to the full 99, like going the last like several levels, is just a monstrous undertaking in terms of EXP, something like that. I'm trying to think of another one. There was another one that was kind of like that. RuneScape. RuneScape 92, level 92 in a skill. Like if I got like 92 woodcutting is halfway, the like actual halfway point to 99. So it just parabolic arc go upwards. I could see that though. I it's grown on me over the years. I like the system more and more.
it's definitely worthy of the word grind. Going from 0 to 1 typically takes you dealing 25,000 points of damage with perk weapons. Going from 5 to 6 takes you dealing 5.5 million points of damage with perk weapons, making it 220 times harder. I have around 120 hours in Killing Floor, and you want to know how many max rank perks I have? 1. Okay? 1. And I did this shit organically. I wasn't using those rare candy boosted ass 2 trillion damage in 2 seconds boosting servers, okay, pal? Demolition is objectively the best perk in the game because aiming is completely optional when you're holding an M32 rotary grenade launcher, and it's the only perk that can do this.
Unreal Engine 2 is so incredibly based, I can just aim this thing straight up in the air, and it will come all the way back down and hit the ground.
Amazing.
Isn't that amazing?
I love that,
1, 2,
actually.
3, 4, 5, 6. And they will all come back down, and they will all hit like a fucking truck. Dude, yeah, baby.
You're built to
I literally look at this, and modern games perform worse. It blows my mind.
inflict massive amounts of damage on big-ass targets like flesh pounds and bunches of smaller targets when they clump together.
What are they doing? What is this powwow over here? I'm gonna break that up. Right?
So you don't have to aim, you do big-time damage to the big guys and the small guys, and to top the whole thing off, you have the greatest arsenal in the entire game.
Oh my god.
What the fuck just happened?
The M32 is obviously the king, but it's not the only option because Killing Floor is known for having wacky suboptimal choices that only an idiot would grab, and they happen to be some of my favorites. Like, look at the Orca Bomb propeller. This thing might be older than the United States of America. This is that shit that George Washington kept in the glove box of his Dodge Charger.
Juice, have you seen the doohickey?
I have no idea what that is, but that looks amazing.
Yeah, you've seen the doohickey. You've seen the yeah, where it bounces like this.
What? Yar har, that hear ye, hear ye. Yeah, he got that on him. Hear ye, hear ye. He got the yar 9,000.
Oh my god! If you hit people with it,
Scurvinator, bro.
oh my god!
It's still
Wait, you got a direct impact to do damage like this.
that why I oughta ass gun.
Okay,
bro.
look.
Elmer Fudd looking ass gun.
Did the demo man from TF2, does his stock pipe launcher take anything? I don't know. Like, is there inspiration from this? I don't actually know. I have no idea what this is. But I'm looking at TF2 and I'm just like, I mean, it is just an grenade launcher, right? For all intents and purposes. This is so wild.
Dumbest weapon, dumb baby weapon.
It's perfect.
Dumb baby
If Elmer
fucking
Fudd
gun,
made it
bro.
to
The goddamn hear ye is here.
The Orca isn't even the craziest demo weapon out there because the Seal Squeal exists, which is a mag-fed mortar cannon with harpoons on the end of each round that can atomize just about anything.
Oh my god. There you go, dog. There you go.
Oh my god. Okay, all right.
I got big money. Holy
The
shit.
sound is so comical because it's doing so much damage so rapidly.
It honestly feels like I'm playing Darktide at that point. What little Darktide I've played, just seeing that giant magazine.
Key to mastering Demolition, or any other perk for that matter, is understanding its limitations. Sure, you can go toe-to-toe with a Flesh Pound and delete tens of Zeds at once, but you're going to spend a whole lot of time reloading. You're toast when the Zeds get too close, and there's always a risk of blowing yourself up. No item illustrates this better than the Pipe Bomb, because a bunch of Pipe Bombs in the hands of a novice demo is a massive liability.
Wait, so I've got pipe bombs?
Did he just
Bolt
say
the
one of the
door?
pipe?
Yeah, but
Mickey,
what if it
you
comes to the
do
other
realize
door?
if he shoots that, it's
What other
gonna
door?
blow up
There's
the
another
explosives and possibly kill you, right?
Yeah. Back up.
Alright.
Back up. I just want to get some use out of this.
You know what?
Oh, he's outside. Oh my god!
Spinny double fuck! Fuck! Please, God, just end it!
Now you guys got
All right, I got like 5 grenades off at once. We bodied his ass so hard.
When a plan works, it
Jesus,
works.
Mickey, you died so hard immediately.
Now contrast that with a bunch of pipe bombs in the hands of a level 6 max rank cat girl VTuber like Sigrid, and that same liability turns into an invaluable asset that can nuke 80% of the Patriarch's health.
Yes, Sigrid making her little pipe bomb sandcastle. Oh my god.
Pipe bombs.
What?
This is genuinely how you one shot him.
The American dream is doing this to people who turn around in your driveway, bro. Make him walk in. Make him walk in.
Back
He's
up.
coming, he's coming, he's coming.
No.
No.
Fuck! Oh, you're dead.
No, I'm good. I'm good. Oh, I'm literally not good. I'm literally
This guy's
cooked.
different, dude. He's different.
He walked that shit off, and
He's gonna
he
walk
threw
into
her
it.
Boku across. Oh, okay, that did
Yeah,
most
see
of his
you later,
health.
nerd.
He did not even get to heal once, bro.
The beauty of
stuff.
Killing Floor is that all these perks are designed to mesh together and cancel out weaknesses to make teamwork the ultimate weapon against the Zeds. Demolition is a crazy powerful class, but when the Zeds are breathing down your neck, he's useless and needs a specialist with a shotgun to bail him out.
Have you used the double barrel yet, Badger?
Yes.
Have you heard the sound effect it makes when you get every pellet from a shell on a Scrake's head?
No.
It is hilarious. Oh, hey, a Skark.
Enraging him, I don't care. I love him.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Killing Floor really is something, because it's one of the few games that has me more excited to use a classic British double-barrel shotgun than it does a lawn-mowing mag-fed AA-12.
Observe my
Okay.
power. Don't shoot him.
They're
Observe.
coming out the back way again.
That sound is pretty comical, right?
It's the noise.
Support specialists aren't just man with shotgun either, because they can carry 11 grenades, have a carry weight of 24 where more weight equals more weapons, and they can weld doors 150% faster. Which is a buff that I love to utilize by trapping as many Zeds behind a door as I possibly can, holding it for as long as I possibly can, then busting the door open and turning this mosh pit of Zeds into ground beef.
I need more than one person.
Bro, he's literally farming.
I can't hold this.
Okay, I'm hearing a lot of douses on the other side of this.
This is not gonna last.
It will.
It absolutely will.
The whole map is
pumping
behind
money
this
into
fucking door. 3 trillion more to door welding. More effort has been put into this door than the entire Detroit infrastructure.
This might be the entire map, dude.
Fellas, I swear to God, this guy needs a medic bag.
I think he needs the hospital, bro.
It's like 5 of them saying it at once. Another one on this side.
Oh, the Dallas bounce.
15%,
15.
Oh my god.
Back up. I'm gonna
gas
blow it.
grenade on.
Back up.
Fucking oh my God.
Throw all the
Everything's
nades.
good. There's so many more of the Scrape.
All your grenades right now.
Jesus Christ.
Cleared.
Okay, that was really good.
You can run the
That
same
was-
strat.
That was really impressive, though, to just stem the tide for that long. Only just, yeah, all right, it's down. Throw everything. Literally the Star Wars, I want every gun we have to fire on that door.
Be the one tanking all the damage if you want to run Berserker. The melee-based punching bag perk that has insane track star speed, insane defense against just about anything, can't be grabbed by clots, and has seen horrors beyond your comprehension.
Yeah, fuck it. Send it.
Okay, go. Oh shit, it's Dallas.
Kill him.
That was a damn Dallas jump scare. Oh shit, Jesus Christ. All right, get out of here.
Everything smooth off. There's not even a body left, bro.
Hearing Dallas, dude. That was a great strat, except for Goose exploding. No, that was very worth it. Your death was not in vain. That was oh my god, who was that?
Notice that I said Berserker is melee-based because technically if you stack up enough dosh, you can buy the Buzzsaw bow and literally cut dozens of Zeds in half with a single trigger pull.
You want to talk about technology? Check out this fucking technology, dog. I pull one trigger, that's like a dozen dead zombies, dog. And
That's really impressive. I actually really like this because I think it this is an extension of the heated rebar crossbow from Half-Life. I like it. This is cool. I like this. Why have I not seen another game with this?
go grab the blade, and I reset the slow-mo like 4 times. This is goated. Killing Floor sound is immaculate. Just oh my god.
Now don't go
Visceral.
thinking that Berserker's the end-all be-all of perks, because Herboku could tell you that you're the first one ripped to shreds if your team sucks, especially if your medic sucks.
It's okay. Herboku and I with the doohickey will do it to him. You ready?
We got it. You got it.
I'm gonna heal you through this.
I stunned him. You are not healing.
Fuck. You kept running away from me.
Where were you when I needed you, gamer?
Healing your Pokemon, you ran away.
Sigurd playing medic all the time showed me how broken the perk really is. Every player may have a medical syringe to heal themselves, but in the hands of a medic, it's a get-out-of-jail-free card that never runs out of ammo. It has triple the recharge speed and 75% greater potency, which makes you virtually invincible as long as you're constantly stabbing yourself like a pincushion. Your weapons are nearly free, your armor is stupid thick, your armor is stupid cheap, and to top it all off, you're fast as fuck, boy. Technically, you are slower than the Berserker, but in Killing Floor, the lower your health, the slower you move, and those guys are almost always walking around wounded, which makes you the real speed demon on the team.
Boku, come here, I'll heal you.
No, you have cooties. Get away from me.
No, come here, Boku. I'm faster than you. I'm faster than you.
Why the fuck are you so fast? Get away from me.
Yeah, I'm faster than you, Boku.
Yo, Medic is actually the most broken.
Medic is
Why are you faster than
genuinely
the character
goated.
who is actually just speed? Like, I was supposed to be faster. What the hell?
Commando is the tamest of all the perks because you're really just the assault rifle guy that can see invisible women and is great at extending Z time. You see, much like Linkin Park, Nickelback, and My Chemical Romance, slow motion was the coolest thing ever in the early 2000s, and the effect made its way into Killing Floor as Z time. Commando can extend this time by getting a kill while it's happening up to a max of 4, which makes the slow motion last what feels like forever.
Okay. I feel slightly useless.
Okay. You keep resetting the Z time because you're getting so many headshots, Mario. That's hilarious.
Commando level 6.
Level Commando.
Damn, you're just like that.
Firebug is similar.
I honestly don't know how they do that though. So like, because I like figuring out how people and different games use like game mechanics and stuff, right? Like Carapac from RuneScape, right? How you have the needle buff that you get during the fight, and you use it to like you proc it, and then like 5 seconds later you go back to the exact location with the exact same health. I see the gold ship on his chest based. And it's like you take a snapshot of your character as it was then, right? All the buffs and stuff attached. So like, let's say you take a crap ton of damage going through like the lightning walls that Carapac summons, right? Like, cool, you can just zip across the arena because you procced the buff, and then you can go back in time, quote unquote, to your prior state. So like, I mean, that's just save stating what your character is, buff, health, etc. But like, I don't know how you freeze time. I don't know if that's like a client-side thing, because it's not affecting everyone else on the server, right? I actually have no idea how that's coded and would welcome an explanation on that.
A demo because it can clear massive hordes of enemies when they stack up, and who doesn't love flamethrowers and trench guns that shoot dragon's breath?
It's toasty time.
Oh, 4 Dallases. Holy shit.
There's 40 Dallas.
That's okay. We got him. It's okay. I killed it with fire. Hold it so I can get there. Hold on.
But they are hated by so many hardcore Killing Floor players for the sole reason that they fuck with the rage mechanic on the scary baddies. It is classic Firebug to douse a hallway in flames, not realizing he's triggering the rage of multiple Shrakes, then fleeing back to his team with 3 nightmares behind him. It's the kind of shit you can get away with on normal, but if you try pulling that shit on hard and above, it's game over.
Okay, this is perfect. Oh my god, the flames are gonna get everybody. This is nuts. This is nuts. Right, this is nuts. I gotta come back. All right.
So are the flames spawning where he's pointing? How is it working? Because I know that like in Team Fortress 2, which is a game after this, don't get me wrong, I know that it still does have flames, but like they're projectiles, and that's why things like the back burner get weird because of how projectiles work. And that's also why you get into like when you're playing man versus machine and you're using the flog, and you're like, to get optimal flog recharge rate, you have to aim towards like the top of the tank, like crouch down, look up, and like aim towards like the corners because of how the age of the flame particle works. I mean, flamethrowers in games seem like they're just really strange in general. So I'm actually wondering, because I don't see a stream from it, so I'm assuming it's just spawning where it's aiming.
LB, hold on.
What's up, Badger?
Okay, we're good now. Everybody's crispy over there.
The end-all be-all of perks, which I've intentionally saved for last, is the king of single target damage that can one-shot some of the scariest enemies in the game. Sharpshooter.
Okay. He takes reduced damage to my gun! He takes reduced damage to my...
No, come to me, Heavenly. Come to me. I'll get him.
Good stuff.
You're welcome. And you are lucky that I hit that, because I just kind of looked down and eyeballed it quickly.
Sharpshooter is basically a delete key for any enemy you see on the map, because the weapons that he has access to, like the M99 AMR, already have the highest single shot damage in the game. And the devs thought, nah, giving him a weapon that could tear a building in half isn't enough. We gotta jack his headshot damage by 140% too.
There, dog! Holy shit!
Another!
Okay. I'll keep him off you. Oh my god, dude!
Get him off me! He's not gonna enter my zip code, bro! What you talking about?
That AMR shit is so funny, though. You absolutely flipped his ass like a cup.
Fucking Family Guy animation, 1 frame, he was upside down.
2 left, far, 1 more.
I know math isn't fun,
I think that this is the part of why a game like this would do well. I think it allows you to play within a power fantasy, right? I know when it comes to like Destiny 2, a bunch of nerfs, even Helldivers 2, when they did their whole double nerf, we want the game to be harder thing, right? It's like modern games, especially because the internet, I mean, it's not that the internet wasn't normalized back in, ye olde days here, right? But like, every game is going to, have tweaks and rebalances and stuff like that, as is tradition, right? You can have a thing that's best at something, a specific thing, but if you have something that's just outright best in slot, yeah, that's stuff that needs to get nerfed. That's just how to not have a degenerative game state, right? Like, yeah, like not only do you have high target single damage on the weapons, right, with sharpshooter, but now you have like, the plus 140% to the crit, right? So you're specializing. It allows you to specialize in something. And you're allowed to play around with that. And I think that it really gives you a cool sandbox to really play around with. Where nowadays, right, how you would see something about like, we're nerfing sharpshooter to only do 110% now because 140 is a little too oppressive. We're going to mess with projectile velocity, damage drop off, right? I mean, things we've heard in recent years, right? So I think it's interesting to look at how games have changed over the years, because games, at the end of the day, they bring people together. If I wanted to get really Yu-Gi-Oh about it, right? Yugi Moto wanting to design a game for all his friends to play, right? Dark Side of Dimension status. But like, so games bring, people together. And don't get me wrong, there are some more competitive experiences, absolutely. But I think as games have progressed, we've really zeroed in on trying to have the most balanced competitive experience. And how the devs intended it. Well, I can't even say how the devs intended it. I would argue how management, shareholders, and investors intended it versus just making a game. Give us a power fantasy. Give us things to check and counter us in a power fantasy. And that's exactly what this game is, right? And he's already talked about how if you're running the firebug, how you're dealing with rage meters, right? And you're gonna have to have a teammate be able to pick up some of that if you rage too many enemies, right? Like, it encourages teamwork. It encourages variation of play. There's nothing stopping you, I would assume, from showing up with 6 demos, right? But like, is that going to be optimal? And I'm not saying like optimal as in like this is the meta comp. What's the 6v6 comp in TF2? It's like what? 2 scout. You don't even play spy. You don't even play heavy. It's like 2 scout, 1 soldier, 1 medic. If someone knows the 6v6 comp, like, but that's like the actual meta game, like 6v6 comp. Like that is the meta comp, right? But like, you're not focusing on that. You can up on the harder difficulties in this, I would imagine, but like you have that freedom to do different things. And sure, I'm sure that like Sigrid shows, medic is busted, right? But I mean, you could still be a medic and you could still be a detriment to your team. It's all about the learning curve. It's about engaging with the systems, taking the game as it is, and just, okay, but how do we build within the system? And I think that's why philosophically I have a lot of difference of opinion with people, is that when I come into a game, whether it's Lord of the Rings Online, whether it's Space Marine 2, anything, right? Even Killing Floor, should I pick up Killing Floor, right? I think I might actually own it. At least I know I own 2 for a fact. Coming in, and it's like, my goal is not to change the game, right? Coming into something like Monster Hunter, I don't really care if they have HP bars or not. I understand why they don't add HP bars. I understand why the dodging works the way that it does. I personally like Dark Souls better, but it's not a Souls. Like, that's not the point of dodging in Monster Hunter Wilds, right? So being able to engage with the system, understand what is being presented, even if you don't like it, you can still acknowledge the system and work with the systems to, one, get better at the game, to get good, but also to have more fun with the game.
But the number hits even harder when you remember that 100% increase would be double the headshot damage. So we are talking far beyond doubling your headshot damage.
Did you expect me not to stab him?
Oh my god, the one shot. You need to stop moving so I can hit his head.
Oh, okay.
Just stop. There you go. I'm for real.
Did you see his
He's still frozen. What?
Wild.
Yeah, you know what I
Dude, that was fucking insane from my perspective.
And it's not just the damage either, because Sharpshooter also has massively reduced recoil that you can't really see, but you can definitely feel while firing. It's also the easiest to max out to level 6, because all you need are headshots, and the M9 that every class spawns with technically counts towards the requirement. And it's the only class that I've used to beat Hell on Earth by myself, because on any of the higher difficulties, it makes you feel like a god. While everybody else needs to spam multiple shots into a Clot's head for a single kill in Hell on Earth, you can just walk around blasting an M9 like it's a fucking hand cannon.
You know what? It's so funny when Dallas pops up and I just hear like 8 M9s.
I don't see how the DC Police Department can't be doing this shit, bro. Just shoot his ass.
The only real downside to Sharpshooter is that you have to hit your headshots, kid, which is very easy to do solo when all the Zeds are walking directly at you, but it's a whole different story with 5 other morons in the lobby. Cost is the only other headache. But I'm really grasping at straws here, because the crossbow is dirt cheap, arguably better than the AMR, and if you're level 6, you automatically spawn with it. But if you do decide to go for the one-shot wonder, it is 250 quid per round, and your team better be providing financial assistance, or at least letting you get all those random ammo boxes scattered around the map.
Okay, let me hit this fleshbound, Heavenly. Can I one-shot him?
Fleshbound.
Already got him. Doesn't matter. Right when he raged.
Yo, why
domed,
like that,
just
bro?
domed for 250
Disgusting.
British pounds. One bullet costs more than your entire weapon. Hold on. Let me get the ammo. Let me get the ammo because I need it. God, Sigrid, let me get the ammo, you fucking rat.
I know. I have no idea why I did that. In my head, I was like, "Don't do that," and I was like, "Don't do that."
What just happened?
I'm just saying.
I feel that though. I've done that. I have absolutely told myself not to do something, but then my body still like subconsciously like does the thing. I have no way to put into words. Like I know exactly what she's talking about though. And it's not just like, you know, don't stub your toe on, you know, this box that's slightly, you know, out against the wall, right? It's not flush with the wall. And then you stub your toe every time. Not quite like that, right? Like you're actively like, I'm not going to do the thing, and you're like thinking about it, but your body still does the thing, and then you realize you did the thing, and you're just like, wait a minute, I did the thing. I know exactly what she's talking about.
We out here, we fat, we broke, we unemployed, we school,
Job, no
it's
prospects.
okay.
Never seen a job application, bro. I remember what I said about Sigrid. I said job applications tell campfire stories about.
It's a bad habit not to do that.
Oh! Managing your finances is especially important as the difficulties go higher too. And not just because you can throw money at your poor teammates.
Loads of money!
Every Zed you kill on beginner is basically exploding with cash, and every Zed you kill on HOE gives you basically nothing. As a result, it is incredibly important to collect random ammo boxes and weapons you find lying around because they can be sold for cash. Because you would not believe how broke and desperate some of your teammates can be. Like I had that Kanye West song stuck in my head where he's singing about Hitler. To be clear, Nazis are bad, anti-Semitism is bad, Kanye West is insane, and I'm glad Hitler got his ass kicked in World War II. But the song...
I hate that we have to explain this though. Like, oh god, I hate that we live like in a day and age. Because I literally had this, not this interaction, but I had an interaction where somebody was like, I think I still have the Twitter message too, where like somebody who was like, you know, profile LGBTQI+, right? And it's like, they completely fell for misinformation about Badger saying some sort of like it was one of the fake Facebook Russian Badger accounts saying some really like racist shit, and it's clearly not him, but they were fucking baited into it, and like I'm like, okay, so where's all this like, you know, where's all these critical thinking skills, like what's going on, right? Making sure you're citing your sources and all that shit. And I fucking pointed out, I'm like, cite your fucking source. And then they messaged me and they're like, no, you were right. Like, I couldn't cite my source. And I'm just, you know, my bad. And I'm like, yeah, you're fucking bad. And they're like, tried to like make nice. And I'm like, I really don't want to associate with you because you fucking fell for misinformation, like obvious bait. Because they thought it was serious, man. They were like, oh man, they were mad. And then they blocked me. So I guess the moral of the story is, even if you're like, that's dumb as hell, you're just still objectively in the wrong, I guess. I don't know. Just, like, common sense ain't so common anymore. Third Reich wasn't exactly a good thing, right? Am I gonna get canceled?
Is such an earworm that it's hard to get out of your head once you've heard it. So I told everybody to stop using German weaponry so I could finally get this shit out of my brain and not have item after item reminding me of the jingle. And even with these warnings, we had some teammates that were so broke and so desperate they were totally okay with breaking the rules.
Can I get $1 actually? I'm kind of broke.
I need $5 for gas.
Check it.
Don't worry about it.
Check his inventory.
Check his inventory.
Empty your pockets right now, Herboku. Empty them out. Cycle through,
I got
bro.
this.
Nah, that's not it. That's not it.
Press that button again.
Show us what you got. No, that's not it. Show me what you got.
Oh,
What is that? What is that, bro?
Listen, I picked it up off of your dead body, bro. All right.
Right. Oh no, I was just following orders. Right. For sure.
Bro, I'm broke as fuck.
Wait,
Where am I?
hold on. Does Spotify take
The last
how do I
time that
take the
you
most
had money,
from
you
the
made
artist?
some poor choices with it, so I don't know if we want to give you more.
Look, I'm changed, bro. Please, like, we get $1 or $5 or $10.
Make sure your right arm stays below your shoulder line, all right?
You got it. Wait, what if I got call a taxi or something? Like, what do I do?
Use your left hand.
I need money for the pipe bomb spam.
Once you figured out your difficulty and the team composition, the final piece of the puzzle is finding the right map. And I think you've noticed by now that I'm a fan of Mountain Pass. Because with a map that big, you can kite forever without fear of being trapped in a dead end and chokeslammed by a flesh pound. The other option here is welding yourself into a dead end with your whole team dumping at a choke point like Biotics Lab, which is boring to watch but a blast to play, I can assure you. Yeah, killing floor MFs will literally see a hallway with no exits and be like, damn, this map goes hard. And even in a Fatal Funnel strategy, it's not easy. To give you an idea, with Secret and I as max rank level 6s and 4 homies at random levels, we could barely beat hard. There are 2 difficulties above hard, and the jump from suicidal to hell on earth is downright stupid. But our team comp, with our skill levels, with the dead end strat on Biotic Lab, was perfect for our killing floor experience because it was just the right amount of hard, and we got our shit rocked by the Patriarch a few times before finally succeeding.
Oh god, he's right in front of us. You can move, you can keep moving, you can keep moving.
One of the pipe is what?
Oh shit.
Let's move.
It won't stop.
It's bugged. Oh my god. Okay. I can probably kill him. Okay.
Oh my fucking god.
Okay.
No, tank him, Herboku. Tank him.
Yes! No armor. It took Goose's armor.
War as hell, dude.
One of the run.
Rocket.
Oh my god, you got
Jesus
fucked
Christ.
up.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
No, I tried to.
So close.
So if you're really
That honestly really looks hyper lethal. I'm actually surprised that we don't have I mean, this could totally be something that like that right there, this whole past interaction, right? Can you imagine a big killing? I don't think it'd be an esport, right? Because esports are usually PvP things. Dota, League of Legends, HOTS when it used to be an esport, right? Overwatch, it wouldn't. I don't know if it'd be esport status, but it could be. You have the devs throwing things like this at players and making big esports style streams out of, right? When Halo Infinite goes live. Showing a championship or something like that. I feel like this would be really good entertainment. Seeing different strats and seeing different comps and stuff.
finding it out on a difficulty and you start to think to yourself, man, this might just be a little too hard. That's exactly the difficulty you want to be playing to get the true killing floor experience.
I'm reloading. Yo, that hit marker sound is hilarious. Hit his ass. Come on. All right, get his ass. Just dump it. Oh, he's right on us. No. I'm reloading. I'm still reloading. He's gone. Oh, you got him. Fuck yeah, baby. All right. Hey. Check out the pose. I got the damn Heisman going on right now, dog.
I'm sure you're wondering at this point.
That honestly almost reminds me of the Tyrant from Resident Evil, and I'm wondering if there is any sort of inspiration from it. The exposed heart specifically, the Patriarch kind of reminds me of a Tyrant a little bit. Specifically, the T. Is it 102? What's the one from Resident Evil 1? 103 should be Mr. X, right?
Why I'm making an hour-long video about a game
from
2009 that's not only older than this YouTube channel of 15 years, but so old it did collabs, unironic collaborations with Team Fortress 2.
Yes, that's so cool.
Yes, that Team Fortress 2 that you guys are always screaming at me to play and make a video about.
I had Elon. He sapped the voting machines, and he took the diamond back, and he keeps on his bedside table. Let's just say his neighbors heard a secret noise, okay?
I hate everything you just said.
The short
I loved everything about that.
answer is that I love Killing Floor and thought I would die if I didn't tell someone about our relationship. The longer one is that you guys are constantly screaming at me to play Deep Rock Galactic, which reminds me to play other co-op shooters, and I consider Killing Floor to not only be one of my all-time favorites, but it feels like video game bedrock, and that's important for me to talk about. So many of the games you play nowadays can be described by piecing together other games like a puzzle. Oh, it's like free-to-play Battlefield.
Yes.
Oh, it's like Tarkov. Oh, it's like Left 4 Dead. Oh, it's like Portal and Halo. Oh, it's like GTA. But like really bad. You put a gun to my head and tell me to describe Killing Floor? You may as well pull that trigger, dog, because Killing Floor is just Killing Floor. And
Yeah, I mean, like how? Well, it's like Left 4 Dead, but slightly to the left. But it's not. Like, as somebody coming into this fairly blind, as the only interaction with Killing Floor I've had is maybe a couple of Vinny Vinesaw streams, and vaguely listening to how Killing Floor 1. It was really a Killing Floor 2 video about how changes from Killing Floor 1 made Killing Floor 2 the game that it is. So I went into this fairly blind, and it's like, how do you explain this? It's like, there's not really an equivalent. And that's fine. If anything, we need to be supporting games like this, especially new ones that come out that are their own thing, right? Like, and and that's the thing, is like, art is derivative, games can be derivative, right? Like, yeah, this is just worse Call of Duty, or yeah, it's just better Halo, or I heard Silent Hill described as just scarier Resident Evil. I mean, it's not incorrect, but it's still like, how do you describe Silent Hill for The Room? Because that was a fun one to play through. Like, the fact that it has its own identity puts it so far ahead of other games, and I think that's what attracts it. There's so much, and I'm not talking about friend slot, quote unquote, right? Like Peak, Lethal Company, Repo, right? Like actual like AAA, quadruple A slop. Like, how do you describe what is this, the Ubisoft quadruple A Skull and Bones? How do you describe that? Just worse Assassin's Creed Black Flag, or yeah, I mean, sure, I guess you could liken it to what's the other funny pirate game? Sea of Thieves. But it's not even really Sea of Thieves, right? It's just generic Ubisoft slop, right? Is how I would word that, right? But you can't say that about Killing Floor, right? Or Team Fortress 2, right? Like, you can tell what Team Fortress came from. Like, the Quake DNA is there. We did a old 2 fort, like TF1 2 fort on Stream for a VOD recently. That was really cool just to see where TF2 or TF1 was going into TF2. And like, you'll have games that'll take bits and pieces and inspiration out of Killing Floor, and then they'll use it in their games, right? So yeah, there's things that are derivative, but derivative isn't necessarily a bad thing. I like that this has an identity, and I think it makes me sad that I feel like this is going to be one of those series that has a dedicated community, much like TF2 does, right? Especially after the bot crises, multiple, plural, right? But like, I feel that like this really is something special from what I've seen here.
That kind of novelty and personality is something so hard to find nowadays. It's all rehashed, it's all sequel, it's all stuck culture, it's all the same thing over and over and over again.
The trampoline is real, Chad? I thought you were kidding. There's a literal trampoline over here.
Fuck, you're right.
How and when the game was made gives it a special feeling that I've done my very best to describe, but can't really be felt without playing. The cracking sound when you blow a Clot's head smooth off with an M9. The old school maps made in Unreal Engine 2 that may have dated graphics, but still feel immersive, creepy, grimy, raw, and give off a mood that really feels like the world is over and the specimens have taken over. The silly
I mean, honestly, it looks better than some AAA games I see today, to be fair.
That you find around every corner that reminds you just how British this game really is.
Why the fuck is there a $70,000 potato in the shop?
It's gotta be cake. Show me cake. Gotta be cake.
It's a fucking potato!
Oh, it's golden
potato, baby!
I love Killing Floor, and if you ever get a chance to try it, I bet you will too. I know $20 is a little steep for a game that came out 16 years ago, but it goes on sale multiple times a year for like $3 or $4. And if you're
next time it goes on sale, I will be buying this 100% hands down. If I don't already own it, I will be buying this. Thank you, Badger.
Looking for people to play with to get a real co-op experience, I'd be willing to bet that there's homies in my Discord that want to play too. Speaking of homies,
I forget he has a Discord. Why am I not in his Discord? I keep forgetting. I forget I have a Discord. I had some comments like, Kip, do you have a Discord? I'm like, yeah, it's in the description of every video. Like, I keep forgetting. Like, I don't know. It's one of those things. Like, it's like I acknowledge it exists. That Discords exist. I guess I was expecting it to be like how certain, like how creators will like Patreon lock their Discord. I can't do that. There's a couple of VTubers I come across as well where like they want to like ID check you, and I'm just like, no, I don't want that. I don't want anything to do with that. That's the bridge too far for me personally. First come, first serve. Just come on in, right? Have fun. That's how I like Discords. I'm gonna have to check it out, honestly. Like, I forgot he had a Discord.
Do not forget that almost all my buddies are linked down below with their streams and their GamerSubs codes. So if you thought anybody in this video was especially entertaining, you can use their code at checkout on gamersubs.gg, and that will put money directly into their pocket, and I know they'll be so appreciative. You get 10% off, they get a bit of cash, and I keep hearing how happy it makes them. Like, hey man, I laughed at your joke. Here's $5. I'm gonna leave you here with all the bits that didn't fit anywhere else in the video, but were still worth sharing, and I have to say it one more time before I go. I fucking love killing floor.
Do you know the lore behind the
Before we get into that, I thought that was a 10 out of 10 transition, especially talking about the Discord, going into the GamerSubs ad read. I actually really liked that. I do also want to take a second. I clarified this in another video, because I know some people have asked Kip GamerSubs Cup when. I have locked myself out of any GamerSubs opportunities, effectively, you know, in any way, shape, or form. The other day we were talking about the V card TCG as someone who's played competitive TCGs and, you know, talks about competitive card games over the years, played things like L5R, played competitive Naruto CCG, never got my tuning badge, never got, especially a Jonin pinch. There was only one Jonin in Idaho specifically when I played, you know, competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, I've played competitive games. I was pretty critical fairly recently about the V card TCG in regards to the anti-rule, you know, giving your card to other person for losing the game, which Magic the Gathering found out 30 years ago why we don't have an anti-rule Magic the Gathering, as well as no maximum deck size. Literally just Google Yu-Gi-Oh! 2000 card deck. Like, just search that up on YouTube, and there's literally videos that explain why maximum deck sizes exist, you know? So it just kind of threw 30 years of game design out the window. Not that I'm saying that, you know, like they're the worst company ever or anything like that, but to be fair, that does go against what GamerSubs does say. They say it on their website where you have, you know, hey, promote the product, make sure that, you know, you're I'd have to look at exactly how it's worded, but because I was critical of it, even though I said, you know, Shiley seems like she's taken a lot of steps and, you know, making amends, quote unquote, you know, learning about game design and stuff like that, that has, for all intents and purposes, barred me from ever working with GamerSubs. I think they're a cool company. I think that they kind of find themselves in some hot water in some certain situations, but I guess, you know, what business doesn't in modernity, right? So, yeah. Just wanted to take a moment to clarify that because I've had some comments asking about it.
Screamer? That's a clone of the patriarch's bitch wife.
You know Killing Floor lore?
Dude, I fucking love Killing Floor. I am so fucking real about this shit, people.
You're like SpongeBob right now. You're like ripping his hands.
Secret's like a fake gamer girl. Dude, I was out here making source mods when I was 12, okay? Like, I'm so fucking real about this shit.
Sigrid, do you even know what I'm talking about? That SpongeBob where he's just like gripping both of his hands. Like, I fucking love Killing Floor.
That awesome feeling you get when you go into like slow motion this game, you feel like a badass. That's how I feel every time I lie to officials on the phone. Yeah, my body just fucking ascends. I feel great.
Why does it go slow-mo? It's called Zed.
I had to fill out some official paperwork recently, and I just said that I just do adult media. I just do adult work. Adult entertainment specifically. What is your job title? You see, I work in adult entertainment. It's technically not wrong because, man, we talk about things like economics. We talk about a lot of stuff that's, you know, content geared towards adults. So therefore, I work in adult entertainment. This is just how this works.
Mode. It's like a reward. It's like a reward.
It's like a reward.
I knew you were gonna say that.
It's literally all you have to fucking do to talk to women. Write this down, Chad. I know you need it.
I'm ready for
literally,
this.
be presentable. That means clean and like decently dressed. Don't be wearing some shit-ass wrinkly shit you pulled from the bottom of your hamper.
Rick Owen.
Yeah, makes sense.
Literally, just present yourself well. Be funny. Have a job. That's all you have to do.
First of all, Skulker, there is a very slim chance that Chad even knows who Rick Owen is.
I'm wearing Rick every time, bro. Shorty thought I was
want to approach women, the first thing you need to do is
myself.
purchase Rick Owen. That's the first thing. Oh, God, a flesh pound. Oh,
Rick
God.
Owen. Listen. Your self-worth is directly tied to the designer you own.
You absolutely disintegrated that bloat. Oh my God! I have to take off my hoodie. That was too funny. I'm too hot now.
You're getting old, man. You don't have that much time.
Wait, am I older or younger than you? I'm trying to remember.
You are younger
you like
than
50?
Sigrid.
I know. I hate it.
Yeah.
You're mad as fuck,
If it makes up for it at all, I'm like mentally underdeveloped.
I can relate to that, dude. So like I come across as pretty well reasoned. I feel a lot of people say, you know, you have some pretty. I definitely have my L takes. Don't get me wrong. Like, yeah, you're pretty reasonable, pretty knowledgeable, bro. Sometimes like I don't have the basic building blocks on things. What was it? We were watching an Isaac Arthur video. Yeah, I think we were watching the Isaac Arthur video about was it Black Hole Civilizations or was it Iron Star? It was the Iron Stars one, I think, right? And I'm just like, so, but how do they scan like verbatim? Like you could find it in one of the reactions we did. And it's like, I'm asking like, but how are they like sending X-rays out to X-ray scan like celestial bodies and stuff? And someone in chat's like, Kip, they're not sending out. They're just scanning what's being received. Like, you know, obviously like how it takes light travel, right? Like it take like the sun, you know, radiating, right? Where I am doing myself an awful job at explaining this. Oh my god. Point being, sometimes I'll just lack like a very basic understanding on something that people just like have to double take on. Like, because they're like, but you talk about this complex subject, like you talk about like insert subject here that clearly you should have to build up to. And then I'll mention something offhand of like, yeah, I don't know, maybe this is how this works. And they're like, what are you talking about? That's like talking about like credit repair and like how to repair your credit using revolving and not static installment loans, right? Like credit cards and actual loans, like static loans. And like you don't understand what a savings account does. Like, bro, I relate to this.
You know,
I can tell that.
Yeah. So really,
are you sure? Like, how does that manifest itself in your daily life?
I just kind of suck. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like,
bro, can you stop trauma dumping in the middle of the fucking killing floor session?
That's genuinely not trauma dumping. I think it's funny. I genuinely think it's funny. You're the one who cares so much about me that gives you feelings, Heavenly. I think it's funny.
No, I'm just trying to block you. The fucking straight chasing me.
Okay, everybody lock in and play the game silently. Do not talk to each other.
Fucking E-girl's like, no one fucking wants me. Bro, I got a nasty clip. You just ruined it.
Yeah, Kentucky Ballistics is one big human being.
I love Kentucky Ballistics. Dude's great. Out of all the firearms content that I reacted to, his was probably among my favorite. Dude's just a chill guy.
The guy who almost killed himself with the That's crazy, dude.
I mean, what was it? It was like what, pistol? It was definitely a screaming hot slap round, right? But like, think, what was it? People were saying something. It had to have been pistol powder to even remotely get that hot to get to that PSI. Whole situation was wild, and that man took it on the chin, quite literally, actually, and then proceeded to make videos about torture testing different platforms.
No,
that's so fucking scary, just getting a hot load and like unknowingly, and that shit will kill you.
What?
Yeah.
It's a hot load. It's a when you extra power.
Okay. Can you say hot round next time?
I've definitely had out of context moments like this.
Say hot round.
No, hot
it's
load.
Literally, it's literally a hot load. That's literally what it's called. If it's reloaded with extra powder, it's literally a hot load.
Yeah. Fucking what?
I'm killing myself.
Sigrid.
I'm going to kill my own floor, bro.
You're not like that, buddy.
That's a pretty funny idea.
It is funny. It is funny, Clue. It is funny.
What's funny?
It is quite funny, Clue. Thank you.
Oh, GLaDOS.
First time chatter, for what it's worth, she's right. That's what they're called. Fuck you guys. I'm literally gonna cry. I'm literally on the edge of tears.
Wham.
I'm fine.
I don't care, Sigrid.
Clow! Sigrid's defense, brackets, Lord, what have I done?
My uncle used to fucking shoulder holster carry one of these bad boys for the diabetes took him. God rest his soul.
God rest his soul. He should have upped pipe on diabetes. That would
Is the TF2 collab still around? Can I still get the Pyro skin? Is that a thing I can do? I would do it. I'd play as Pyro.
On God.
When I was like 13, I had a surgery where they had to saw my jaw off and then rebuild it. And I had 1 drop of morphine, and that was
Sorry, I was
going to
say Goose was hoping that they never reinstalled.
No, Grouse would want me to never have my jaw back.
Yo, if you just left that shit on the operating table.
What they do is they cut halfway through, and then they cut down, and then they cut the other half out.
You looked like saying Healy, you looked like a spit lip. You looked like a fucking elite. You looked like an elite.
Yeah.
Holy shit, that's so cool.
Sigrid was the arbiter for like 30 minutes. When Sigrid woke up, she did the arbiter death sound. She did the.
I'm just imagining Sigrid just like coming to consciousness, and it's just the Darth Vader breath, just the. My jaw. Is it safe? It seems in your anger. You will now be a split lip for the rest of your life. No.
Delete that sound. Yes, that one. That song makes me think of Barnyard. It's right here.
Got some fan mail from Theodore Kaczynski.
It's been a while since he broke out the Otis.
All right, Teddy, let's crack this baby.
What the fuck?
Sigrid, you own an air fryer? Yes, I do. I love my air fryer.
What's the difference between my wife and my air fryer?
Oh no.
I had
My wife isn't filled with 40 pounds of C4.
Look, let's be real. Some poor son of a bitch out there definitely took a bunch of tannerite, as the internet does, put it in his air fryer, and stood 50 feet away using it for target practice, okay? Don't do that, okay? Read the fucking tannerite. Bro, please. You know what? Maybe we should have a common sense like quiz. Like you get tested. Like do you have brain cells before people buy tannerite?
Badger, can we get your kid on Clash of Clans like early on so we can get to like Town Hall at like 7?
We need him in the clan war.
Alright, to give you an update, Skulker, my child cannot fucking see, alright? He literally cannot react to stimuli.
Wait. Can he tap on the screen?
He hasn't got that perk yet.
Baby missed everything, bro. Like, what are you doing?
Missed everything, fam.
Why is that relevant? I fail to understand that.
You need to
tap the screen. Introduce him to fucking short form vertical scrolling content, bro.
all kinds of shit.
Show him how to scroll, bro. Like, what the fuck? No, Badger. If you get his algorithm dialed in now, think about how good his For You page is going to be.
Lock that shit in.
Yo, check my kid's FYP,
It is part of your parental duty.
Check his FYP.
Even if your child can't see, I'm glad you have your priority straight here playing Killing Floor with us. Instead of with that little shit.
Yeah, because he's sleeping like 36 hours a day.
Wow.
Fucking get a job. Holy shit. His For You page is going to be fucking cracked, bro. That's what I'm saying. You gotta get him on there. You gotta get him 7 phones, like mounted in front of his crib. He can swipe across anyone he chooses.
He will. Dude's doing the Pokemon Go thing. Remember the dude who had like the bike handles, and all of them had like several phones on the bike handles during peak Pokemon Go craze? Man. Oh, that was the time.
He'll be the leader of his friend group with the best.
We'll do 7 vector For You page tuning.
All the heaters.
We'll take the average.
We're just reading him Journey to the West right now.
Chat's already calling him unemployed ass baby.
Lazy ass, unemployed ass.
I mean, to be fair, in defense of chat, okay, I can't believe those words have left my mouth. In defense of chat, the hive mind that is chat, the worst decision that I made in life was not quitting school when I was in middle school, was not leaving school about 2007, and just investing in real estate. 2008 market crash, right? Investing in just a bunch of real estate, hold on to it for about 10 years. Man, I could have been made. The worst decision I've ever made was finishing my Common Core education. Definitely the worst decision ever. See, this is a joke, obviously. But part of me really is like, did that education really matter? And it keeps me up at night.
Broke ass.
No, he's gonna start mogging at like age 3, I'm sure.
Badger, that begs the question. Is he gonna be chopped or not?
He's gonna be chopped as hell, hopefully.
His face is gonna look like the Green Goblin mask at like 13, bro.
Sigrid.
Diabolical.
Because of the shape of Badger's head, no?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, I find it funny that Heavenly physically recoiled at a verbal comment.
I'm like, bro, not even making Google noises yet. He just sleeping. sips and eats, and you like, yeah, he gonna be fucked up.
Being born May 2025, like, bro, you missed the whole plot.
You missed
I'm sorry.
you missed
dumb
the
baby.
whole thing.
You missed the whole thing, fam.
Bad news for pleasant conversations. I woke up.
Yeah.
Dad, I once saw Herbo walk
Eggs,
into a
bacon,
chicken
grits,
coop and
sausage.
swallow a chicken whole like a snake.
Legend.
I said you can put
I
ketchup
will
on anything.
pin you with a Pop-Tart, dog.
I said you can put ketchup on anything. I love ketchup.
Oh, I think you said can't. My fault.
Nah, you're.
Ketchup could go on everything. I would definitely not advise it, right? Like ramen, right? Like even top ramen, I probably wouldn't put ketchup on that. Mozzarella sticks, yeah, you could probably do that. Ice cream. As repulsive as it sounds, you could probably get away with it, actually. Like a vanilla. Maybe a chocolate, maybe not. Probably not mint. Like a vanilla. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that. What else could you not? What else could you put it on? Pizza, yeah, makes sense. I mean, tomato sauce, especially if it's tomato sauce pizza, yeah. You get away with that. Salad, yeah, I could see that. Whether it's lettuce or spring mix, yeah, I could see it. Oh, we're getting real cursed today, chat.
Motherfucker don't like pickles. I still got that beef with you. I ain't forgot about that.
I love pickles.
Yo, slimy.
Yes, dude. Yes,
Dude,
No, you grab pickles? No, that's a recession indicator.
No,
fucking does that,
a
bro.
pickle straight out the jar. It still got some juice on it. You chop down on it.
Yeah.
It swishes a little bit.
No, eating
Juice
a pickle
flies.
I don't like bread and butter pickles. Dill pickles, I will eat the whole jar.
Boing straight out of the jar. Jar to mouth is devious.
Boing matching is crazy. Like, you got a bit of a 3-year-old. You can't get multiple textures on your fucking sandwich, dude.
Hold on. Why are you
call it a
Why are you calling it jar to mouth? And did I see the Fortnite death sound?
Anything with a plant cell wall.
The whole voice
hot dog,
call is degrading beyond recognition.
A hot dog.
God.
Anyway, fucking Ross the Boing Boings out the jar is irresponsible.
It's financially irresponsible because then you eat the whole jar. I agree. Yeah, I'm gonna spend a lot in pickle jars, aren't I?
I'm literally crying now. You said raw shaboing.
That's just diabolical.
No, you can't call it a boing boing. A hot dog
Literal
has
waterworks.
wiggle. A hot dog has wiggle. You can call that a
worry.
boing boing. A pickle is fully bricked
Nobody's gonna
all
get
the time.
Yes, that's why it's
Pickle do be bricked up though.
boing boing. It's a rock
That's a saturated pickled shaboing boing.
No,
dog.
no, shut up.
But listen, pickles, they're not okay. All right, they need to be sliced. They need to be put on a sandwich like a sane,
I'm not
human
watching
would do.
that.
Why not both? Hear me out. Why not both? You slice one pickle up, you put it on the sandwich, but then you take a bite of the sandwich and you put the sandwich down and you have an whole pickle there off to the side. You have just another pickle and you just eat the pickle. Like you just bite into it, right? Bro, like it sells itself. I am also the person that when I get served a sandwich with the dill pickle spear on the side, I just eat the whole I eat the whole pickle. Like I just eat the pickle and then I eat the sandwich separate. I guess maybe I should be putting it on the sandwich now that I'm actually thinking about this. Maybe I am the weird one because I definitely eat that pickle first and I eat that entire pickle.
A pickle?
Okay,
Dude, that's
if you take shit out of the jar and it never hits a cutting board, I'm gonna stab you. That's the only thing I can do.
The spicy mama pickle? That's so, like, are you fucking kidding me, dude? That shit is so good.
Yo, if you go to the store and you leave with a pickle in a bag, you deserve to be shot.
You put it lengthwise into your mouth, you bite that pickle down, okay? This shit is so good.
Turn that guy into an IPA.
I like Killing Floor.
Anyway,
Killing Floor is great.
Fuck you.
I like playing. Yeah, fuck you, buddy.
I'm not gonna lie. With this,
Do you like the back and forth shit on that one, Skulker? That's so fucking funny.
Where the fuck is that even, bro?
That's for Boku when he grabs me, bro. Like,
Genuinely.
that's for Boku making that noise, though.
Me when I fucking get you if you eat pickles raw. I mean,
Me when I fucking get you for eating the pickle shaboing
dude, the whole pickle in the mouth.
Is that a whip scorpion? I always forget what those ones are called.
Like, it could be the most simple thing. A dog eating out a bowl. Grok,
Dude,
is this
I saw a
true?
fucking tweet last night where this guy was like, I want an AI agent that inhabits my AirPods that tells me little facts about the world as I walk through. Like this bridge I went over, I didn't think about like this bridge and when it was made, and I looked it up and I thought that was so interesting.
Okay. To be fair, this has got to be satire. Yeah, everything about this reads as satire, right? Like, but that's like common sense in context, right? Because I was about to like have an actual aneurysm. Like, if someone was actually in all serious, like, what is the thing that tech bros are doing now? They're reinventing trains or something like that. And I'm like, bro, you make way too much money. You make way too much money to be doing this shit, right? That makes my brain hurt. Stuff like this is great because, like, come on, we all know, right? This is just playing.
Quote tweet. That's called thinking, dumbass.
5 minutes on Google, you'll learn a lot. These are the kind of people that microwave chicken breasts.
About that, I had to microwave because I can't use my oven. I have been barred from using the oven, not because of my cooking skills, but because people are, you know, something. We need to mechanically learn how this oven works because Bluetooth. Spent a lot of money and shit on it. Like months later, it's probably been like 6 months at this point. Now it's about 4 probably. I still can't use the oven because they still don't know how to use the oven. Like they still haven't used the oven enough. And I just like, bro, I want some mozzarella sticks. So I literally stuck them bitches in the microwave for like 3 minutes. They were bland, but you know what? It works. Todd Howard, it just works. 16 times the radiation.
Shut the fuck up.
Damn.
I had to get to work the next day, Skulker. You know what I mean?
I had a long day. I had to clock in.
A long day of 4 days sour skittles.
DoorDashing is an absolute waste of money, and they've forgotten both of my drinks.
And then you got to go into the app, and then you got to dispute it. Like I didn't get.
Yeah, honestly, if I remember correct, so I never used DoorDash. Uber just started not accepting my like money anymore. It's like when I tried to go on Rainbow Six Siege to buy the Master Chief skin literally after the Badger video, but Ubisoft literally didn't want my money. Like literally having worked in finance, I'm like, my cards are active. Sure, I guess I could call my institution, get a decline code. But, like, even then, like, there's certain situations where you'll use your card and your institution won't have a decline code because they're just not getting it, right? Like, the POS system is not communicating with your institution that the card is even being ran, right? It's that can't happen from time to time. But it's like, that's fine. I guess I just won't play Rainbow Six. Or, like, when it's like Uber, and I'm just like, yeah, I would like to order this $26 port of subs thing because, you know, $26 because of all, like, the fees and stuff. And it's just like, yeah, your payment can't be processed. And it's like, not in debt to you guys. Like, there's no reason this shouldn't work. Cool, I guess I just won't use your service. Or like, what was another one? I'm gonna leave them nameless, but I became a customer. I had a credit card that I opened at a big bank, like a big bank, right? I made my web portal. I made like, you know, my entire like account, right? And then my account suddenly just didn't exist anymore. So I had to call tech support. And the account, like, just deleted itself. And I'm like, bro, how does the account delete itself? Like, I really didn't get an answer. They just said to create the web page, like, to create an account again. That is one of the few instances where I've actually closed a credit card. Because I'm like, I know you're a big bank. You're a large, prestigious financial institution. I ain't dealing with that. No, thank you.
That's both drinks. And they're like, take a picture of the missing drink.
Yeah.
What the fuck do you mean take a picture of the missing drink, dude? Is a picture of my empty hand? What do you want?
Just take a picture of your empty hand.
Sitting on the counter?
Badger, do you want to know the deep lore about how I'm like the Oracle of slop?
Yes.
Did you know that I'm an essential part of Skibbity Toilet spreading around the internet?
Shut the
What?
Bitch ass up.
I swear to God,
Cybout, TSPMO, ICL.
I swear to God, this is real. Listen to me. The guy on the Wikipedia article credited with popularizing it is a friend of mine who watched my streams when Skibbity Toilet was not that popular. I found it at like a 3 a.m. browsing spree, and we would watch it on my stream, and we'd be like, yo, look at, isn't this like fucked up? That dude watched my streams, recorded it, tweeted it, and it got like 16 million views, that tweet, and a bunch of big YouTubers followed him and made videos out of it. Okay. And without me, you would not know what Skibbity Toilet was without me.
Yeah,
you know what? Based. I see that. I see the form.
You don't not tell the story anymore.
You don't have to live with the
hand on my fucking heart. This is 100% true.
Oh my
You really
God.
don't.
Yeah.
You know,
So we can in fact blame Sigrid when I tell chat. And a good Scooby to you, fellow Rizzlers. You're gonna go out and have a. I was trying to weave got into there somehow. Got to have a good day. There you go. So I'm not at fault for this.
I probably wouldn't be telling people that, big dog.
Shit, man. That was awful, bro.
Yeah.
Remove her from the
That's about it, dog. Holy shit. You just like really like a British zombie game and then all of a sudden it just absorbs 3 months of your life. This is fucking crazy, dude. I know I say it all the time, but like I gotta find a way to make these videos shorter, dude. This is like just getting out of hand now. Anyways, thank you so much for watching my video. It truly means the world to me that you not only watched it, but you watched it all the way to the end. And be sure to tune in next time when I don't even know what's gonna happen.
More Badger. I think this is one of those things where like, this is an hour and a half, right? This is not gonna do well in the algorithm. That's actually part of the reason why I got rid of the Fat Electrician videos, is because, you know, I feel like I'm just wasting everyone's time. I mean, there's absolutely people who do enjoy it, don't get me wrong, but I feel like I'm just wasting everyone's time when I'm sure there's reactions that have maybe added like 5 minutes. And it's one of those things where it's like, I can't not add content. Like there's some Rubik's Raptor videos, there's some Rimmy Down Under videos, there's some Northern videos that I definitely was less than transformative on, absolutely. And I usually try to call that out when I feel I could have done more. Like, yeah, I could have probably shortened this down by about 20 minutes, but I don't know, I wouldn't have felt right. 50 minutes going into an hour and a half honestly feels about right. And that being said, respectfully, look, if you're wanting React content and you're just wanting somebody to just nod and go cool and add like 5 minutes, this isn't the channel for you. Like, respectfully, I'm trying to save you time, trying to save you headache. I'm trying to save myself headache as well. And for all the people who really do like some of the longer reactions, I really do appreciate it. Like, I love coming out. I love talking about things. I love learning about things. I love being able to hear about, you know, killing floor and be able to have a good laugh. And it takes Badger a long time to make these videos. So if there's one thing that you got out of this, please definitely go ahead and check out the original video. Please go check out a lot of his original content, as honestly, The Russian Badger is one of the first things that I watched on, reacted to on YouTube. I didn't even watch him before I started reacting to him, honestly. And I would argue he is a large reason in why I'm doing what I do today. So please go check out The Russian Badger. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Thank you, Badger & Co., for just making an amazing video. Honestly, this was really fun to watch. And I will see you all in the next one.